Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous treading the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
We're gonna go to 1 Maccabees, man. We'll wrap it up with 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. We're gonna start there at 1 Maccabees, man. Bring out some more history, man, why we eat these things. The early European settlers up there in what they call New England, lobster was vast. Shrimp and lobster was vast. That's why they fed it to the slaves. They fertilized the land with it, fed the animals with it, and they fed the black man. Because to the white man, the black man, the Hispanic man, the Native Indian man, they're just animals, man. They're animals. And today we decide to live dishonorably, man, and so rebellious against the Lord that we continue to feast on those things, man. Not knowing that it's slave food is what they call it. Slave food. You there?
Come.
Read on.
1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11.
Go ahead.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
You hear that what the Lord said? It's wicked men in Israel. Back then and now, man. Your black leaders, your Christian leaders, these pastors in these Christian churches, they what?
Wicked men.
What?
Wicked men.
They are wicked men, man. Knowing that eating pork is a sin. Knowing that feasting on crab, shrimp, and lobster is a sin to the Lord and is an abomination. Why are they wicked? Read on.
Who persuaded many.
Who persuaded many, the masses. You go down there in them southern churches, man. Them southern churches, they known for whipping up some good ham. Pineapples on top, make it look delicious. When it's disgusting, man. Might as well be a dog with an apple in his mouth, man. Read on. Persuaded many. How these wicked men persuade many?
Saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Let us go and make an agreement with the heathen. Who are the heathen? The white man. The so-called white man. The Chinese man. These Africans and these Arabs. Go ahead.
That are round about us.
That devour us in our neighborhoods, in our ghettos. That devour us in every black community in America. And in the whole entire earth. Those Ethiopians devouring the Benjamite brothers down there, man. Come on. Read on.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
See? Your wicked black Christian leaders, man. These black pastors don't want to depart and separate from their master. Their master feeding them good swine. Let them eat it good. We're going to read about a brother who stood on the laws of the Lord, man. And then turn their back just because the heathen, they didn't make an agreement with the heathen, which is the white man. Running down the story in the 1 Maccabees about how the Greeks, which is also a so-called white nation, or the white race, the Greeks, who conquered us, who came into Jerusalem and destroyed our temples, man. We're going to get into it. Go to verse 44.
Come.
Let me break it down real quick, give you some history on it. The Greeks sent their ambassador to Jerusalem. You understand what I'm saying? Telling us that we ought to do after their customs, celebrate their holidays, worship their gods, or we was going to be slaughtered. You understand what I'm saying? And wicked men. Your Christian leaders being wicked men, wanting that money and being greedy and having so much hatred for their brothers and sisters, they made a covenant with the heathen. They made a covenant with the Greeks, with the so-called white man, like your pastors do today. Read on.
1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 44. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem.
Ambassadors. He sent messengers unto Jerusalem, man. Go ahead.
And the cities of Judah.
Go ahead.
And they should follow the strange laws of the land.
They should follow what?
The strange laws of the land.
The strange laws of the land. Why are they so strange? Because the white man's laws go completely against the Lord's laws, man. That's why they strange laws. That's why they're a strange nation. That's why they heathens. Their laws are strange to us because the Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. And they sent ambassadors to make us follow their laws, which we willingly do today. Read on.
And forbid burnt offerings.
And forbidden burnt offerings. Couldn't keep Hanukkah. Couldn't keep the Passover, man. Sacrificing that lamb and that wine, man. We couldn't keep our customs. We had to keep Christmas, man. We had to keep Thanksgiving.
Right.
Go ahead.
And drink offerings.
Go ahead.
In the temple. And that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
That we should forget what the Lord passed down to us. What the Lord said was holy. That's what you get the name holiday from. You get the name holiday from holy day, which the Lord gave to Israel, which he handed down the laws to Moses, and Moses handed down to Aaron, and he handed to the people. Let's see what else they made Israel do. Go ahead.
And pollute the sanctuary.
And polluted the sanctuary, man. Go ahead.
And holy people.
They defiled us, man, with them strange laws. Christmas defiles us, man. Thanksgiving defiles Israel, blacks and Hispanics. 4th of July, Independence Day, you name it, man. Voting for President Obama defiles Israel, man. That's a strange law, man. They ain't the custom of Israel. What else they do,
Set up altars and groves.
They set up their own idols, their own temples, man. Go ahead.
And chapels of idols.
Right.
And sacrifice swine's flesh.
And sacrifice what?
Swine's flesh.
And sacrifice what?
Swine's flesh.
Look at that. Made us sacrifice swine's flesh on our altars, man. Abomination unto the Lord. Swine flesh and what up?
And unclean beasts.
And unclean beasts. Could imagine what the filthy white man had us sacrifice on our altars. Our wicked Christian leaders who's supposed to be leading black people. You understand what I'm saying? Making an agreement with this devil, with these heathens, man. Back then here in 1st Maccabees, the Greek had conquered many nations, man. They got them nations filling up our neighborhoods, serving their gods, serving their idols, worshiping them, and sacrificing what?
Swine's flesh.
Swine's flesh. That good old ham, as they say, when it's an abomination unto the Lord, man. But under the spirit of the Most High Christ and under command of GEN.YAHANNA, we raising up men in the I.S.U.P.K. that ain't going to bend. That ain't going to bend. We're not going to profane the laws of the Most High and the Sabbaths of the Most High. We're filling our feasts with swine's flesh, crab and shrimp and lobster, man. Go to chapter 2, verse 1. Give me verse 1. We're going to wrap it up.
Come. 1st Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jeroboam.
Now, this is Mattathias. He's a descendant of a priest. You understand what I'm saying? And the Lord rose him up. Go to verse 18.
Come. 1st Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 18.
Now, to set the scene for you, Israel, the ambassador came to Mattathias. Because Mattathias was honorable, man. He had a zeal for the Lord's laws, man. He wasn't going to sacrifice no swine's flesh. He was honorable amongst the community. He was well known. Probably had land. You understand what I'm saying? He had sons. He was well known in the community. Now let's see what this devil, what this ambassador trying to do. I believe this is a brother. You understand what I'm saying? No, this is the ambassador. Read verse 18.
Come. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done.
Like as what?
All the heathen have done.
So the ambassador of the Greeks coming to Mattathias and say, fulfill the king's commandment. Eat a little bit of this pork. Eat a little bit of this swine, man. Like all the other heathen. Just like we do today, man. We celebrate these holidays and eat these abominable things like all the other heathens. Just like the white man. Just like that so-called African, the Chinese, the Japanese. We're not holy, man. When the Lord called us to be a holy people, man, which means separate. Read on.
Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remnant at Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
so shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends.
Listen, man. You hear with the ambassador being slick with Mattathias, saying if you eat this pork, you sacrifice this swine flesh like the heathen, man, you're going to be the king's friends. You're going to make you rich, make you wealthy. That sound like your Christian leaders who done sold out and became rich, deliciously rich in America while they people suffer, man. Read on.
And thou and thy children shall be honored.
And thou and thy children shall be honored. T.D. Jakes honored. Somebody gets shot in T.D. Jakes' church, he's still honored. Eddie Long molesting little boys, he's still honored. Filling the feast with swine and crab and shrimp and lobster, yet they still honor him. And they don't serve the Lord. But the same people that's feasting is dying of diabetes and high blood pressure in the churches. Read on.
And thy children shall be honored with silver and gold.
With money, man. Read on.
And many rewards. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice.
Now Mattathias spake with a loud voice, meaning he rose up. He ain't bent. He ain't fold. What'd he say?
Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion.
Though all the nations that serve the king, that serve the Greek king, go ahead,
obey him and fall away every one from their religion of their fathers.
That's religion talking about their customs. You understand what I'm saying? The heathens had other customs. The Greeks conquered the heathen. Now they got to follow the Greeks' customs. That's what they trying to make Israel do here. They conquering Israel. Now they trying to oppress us and make us follow their customs. Go ahead.
And give consent to his commandments.
And give consent to his orders, man. Mattathias saying that it's brothers in Israel in Jerusalem that is consenting, man. That's obeying to the Greek commandment, man. Eating that swine, sacrificing that swine flesh, serving them holidays. But they ain't in the Lord. You understand? They ain't in the laws of the Most High. It ain't the commandment of the Most High. The Lord said, you shall not have no other God before me, man. We're supposed to be worshiping no other God, man. No other idols, man. Read on.
Yet will I and my sons.
Say it again.
Yet will I and my sons.
Go ahead.
And my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
This brother Mattathias standing firm for the laws of the Most High, man. He ain't disobeying the laws of the Lord for nobody, man. That's where we come in. That's where the men in the I.S.U.P.K come in, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. We ain't bending for the laws of the Lord. Not us, not our children, not our brothers. We standing firm for the laws of the Most High. Even when it comes to the littlest thing as eating pork. We standing firm. We ain't eating that abomination, that disgusting beast. We ain't eating no crab, shrimp, and lobster, man. We standing firm. Read on.
Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
Most High forbid that we should forsake the laws of the Lord. That we should forget of the laws that the Lord gave us, man. The Lord said that these laws is our wisdom in the sight of the nations. That's why black people are dying, man. Because our Christian leaders don't teach Israel the law.
Right.
Don't teach Israel the law. We ain't got no wisdom in Israel. But under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we gonna get that wisdom once again. We building it in the Israelite school, a universal practical knowledge. You understand any more on that?
Just verse 22.
That's it. We're gonna stop it there. Matter of fact, go ahead and get verse 22. Last scripture.
We will not hearken to the king's words.
We ain't gonna obey the white man, man. We gonna obey the Most High, man. Read on.
To go from our religion.
From our customs. That's what the word religion here means. Meaning our customs. Our culture. We're not abandoning our culture to serve the white man's holidays. When we have the Lord's laws. When we have the Creator's laws here. That says don't eat pork, don't eat crab and shrimp. Pork is an abomination, not the other white meat. Shrimp is not a delicacy. We're going to stand firm for the Lord's laws. We're not going to hearken unto the white man. We're not going to listen to the devil, the deceiver of the whole earth. Any more on that?
Come.
Go ahead.
Either on the right hand or the left.
Yeah, we gonna walk that straight path, man. We gonna walk that straight path that the Lord laid down, man. We just read in Isaiah that our paths are not right. We walked in a path that's not good, man. But thank the Lord that Christ died for us, man, so we could get it right. And that he set up Commander GEN.YAHANNA to stay patient with this truth so that he could raise up brothers like this brother here and myself, man, to stand firm for the Lord's laws like this brother Matthias so many years ago. Israel, we have to stop eating crab, shrimp, and lobster and that pork, man. It's a sin to the Lord, man. It's an abomination unto you. With that, I'm Officer Carl Abaraya with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Shalom.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with 5 beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do.